Welcome back. It's the Kovacs Report, and we're going to take a look at Mr. Terrific Year 1, Issue 1 today. Now, before I do that, please hit that subscribe button if you're enjoying the channel. And if you like the video, give it a like. It makes a huge difference when you subscribe, and it just helps me carry on making as many bad videos as possible. And one day I might make a good one. But enough about me. Let's talk about Mr. Terrific Year 1. Now, I know approximately zero about Mr. Terrific. I've seen him in a few cartoons. I've seen him as a support character here and there, and I just literally know nothing. So I thought, Year 1, I love Year 1 books. That would be a great way to break myself into the character and find out more. Now, if I get anything wrong, let me know. Like I say, this is my first delving into Mr. Terrific. So it's by, let's go back to the creators, Al Letson and Valentine De Landro, and they have done a spectacular job. Now, we start off with this art style. I'm going to mention that, all right, because we change art style and we get this little couple of page sort of catch up flashback where the events in DC's special, the DC All-In special where Darkseid turned up at the Watchtower and died, has sparked him thinking, because something was left behind and he did some scans on it, right? And the energy or the signature around it, the radiation, reminded him of the netherlight radiation, right? And that, of course, goes back to his past, and he decides it's time to go home. Now, as he goes off back to Gateway City, we then art change. And it's spectacular. I mean, both art is amazing. But I always love this style of art. It reminds me of Batman Year 1. Whenever I get this type of art, I feel like I'm in the past in a good way, right? And it's beautiful. The art in this book is really, really good. Also, the dialogue is so sharp. It's so well written, right? It's absolute treat. I'm hooked. So we start off, I'm assuming this is way back in the past before he has any powers as such. He does say that his power is his mind, but I'm assuming this is before he, dons a super suit and becomes a superhero. And I learn from this conversation with him, and I take it one of his best friends, Dre, that he used to have a huge tech company called Holt Industries, I think. We'll check that as we go through. And he has sold it after the death of his wife and child to Athena Prescott. Now, she is a visionary inventor, entrepreneur, and CEO of Prescott Industries, and she has bought his company and the technology that goes with it. And she's not a good person, and this is revealed through this chat. So he's kind of still suffering from the past events of losing his family. As you can see, the place is in disarray. He's not eating. He doesn't go out. His friend Dre comes around every day, and tries to get him to motivate and do something. But they are working on an app, because Dre has this fitness app, and once it goes live, they believe it's going to make millions of dollars. Now, like I say again, the dialogue on this is sharp. It really feels like two dudes chatting, bantering back and forth, and it's absolutely first class. Now, in the garage, you can see that he knows what he's doing, and he's a tech genius. And this little device that Dre is holding here is a skeleton key, which can open any lock, right? That will come into play later. But the device he's there to see is this little round thing. It reminds you of the old training ball from Star Wars. And this is supposed to, I guess, create a holograph and be your sort of virtual fitness trainer, your virtual personal fitness trainer. But it's not quite there yet. He's still working on it. Now, while they're there, Prescott Towers, which is where the Prescott woman runs her company, it's been emitting this hum, and everywhere in the vicinity, people have been getting ill, and it's not good. Now, Dre's like, we need to put a stop to this. You need to look into this. You need to say something. You're the one that sold your company to her. You need to stand up and be heard. But he says, listen, part of the contract is a non-disparagement clause, so I can't say anything, otherwise I'll be in breach. There's nothing I can do. And Dre's like, well, you've given up. You've given up. You lack motivation. You're moping around. You're not doing anything with your life. You have this amazing brain. You have this amazing future ahead of you, and you're just wasting it. Anyway, Prescott, she has a plan, and her plan is to convince the city to invest in this tech. And this tech is basically an energy generator, I guess. She believes that she can bring down electricity bills from $200 a month to $20. And she's cutthroat, And one of the councillors on the decision-making board of whether or not the city is going to buy into this, or put it into place, she's not particularly convinced. But old Prescott, she's like, listen, everybody wants this. You don't say yes, I'll take it somewhere else. And sure, of course, they buckle, and it is a yes. Now he visits the grave of his wife and I guess his child, and he's just sad, and he realizes that he's made a mistake. You know, he started to come around and realize that, you know, maybe he should have sold it to someone else, maybe Wayne Tech or Queens, but he just wanted to get rid of the company that him and his wife had built up. And then we jump to night and we see that all too familiar skeleton key. So this must be Dre, right? He must have stolen it from the garage. They're breaking into Prescott Tower to find evidence of this engine that's causing people to be sick and potentially shut it down. Now they're getting there, but of course, you know, they've been caught on security cameras. So their security team at Prescott Towers makes very short work of them, but gives time for one of them, I guess it's Dre, to download all the information. Now they're recording body cam footage as well, so all of this will be sort of available to them afterwards, but he's got to get away. But before he can get away, she activates the engine, it sends out this blast, and it messes them all up. I'm not sure if they all die, but it looks like they're not going to be well, and he is not in good shape. And he calls his friend. Of course, he calls Mr. Terrific here, and he goes straight out to pick his friend up, and it reveals what he's been doing. But of course, the bad guys, they've been following him. There's a cool little gadget here where the baddies, or they've got the camera on him, not the camera, the sights, and old Mr. Terrific, he's all pixelated, so he's got this surveillance disruptor, so he's still, you know, sharp, he's still being safe. I love that little detail. Really makes me learn more about the character. And the same with his glasses. These glasses that he's got on, they're all tech glasses. I love it. The tech element of this has been done really, really well. It's not over the top. It's just delicate enough to be amazing, and I love it. Anyway, the bad guys have caught up with Dre and Mr. Terrific. They've taken the shot and they've shot Dre. Wow. Mr. Letson and Valentine De Landro. Honestly, this book was fantastic. I think the pages for page 4 to 20 were by Marisa Louise colors as well. Just beautiful. Everything about it is great. And the first few pages you saw with the more modern art was Edwin Gauman. Just wanted to mention those names before I forget. This is absolutely brilliant. I loved it. I'm now a Mr. Terrific fan. I think you'll like it. But those are my thoughts. Let me know yours in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe, like the video, and I'll catch you in the next one. Take care.